Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, makes, and sizes, it's time once again to circle the wagons because the Coon Prairie Ramblers are in house.
Not again.
Yeah. We're here to chit-chat about this and that, and
And the other.
And along to help us do that, we got Luke over there, the rebel without a clue.
Just flew into town. Boy, my arms are tired.
Oh, man.
That's a tired old joke.
And we got me, the amiable, affable, man about town, lovable, adorable,
Gregarious,
fleet-of-foot,
loquacious, incorrigible,
yeah, incorrigible. Oh, okay.
etc., etc.
Anyway, Emma Zetta Jackson's little baby boy, Melman from Melville. Yeah,
Wake me up when you're done.
yeah. And we got a guest, two guests.
We got a twofer today.
Yeah, one's awake, one's asleep.
You'll have to decide which one's which.
Yeah, we have Abigail, the jewel of Southern Nocatee.
Oh, thank you for remembering Southern.
Abigail Cordell. And
Yeah.
she brought a guest with her.
Yes, I've got my baby Hank. He's asleep, but we hope to hear from him.
We were recording a year ago in April, and she was without child. Now she's with child.
Yes.
Is Hank? Is that a nickname, or
Hank
is that
a
on his
nickname.
birth certificate?
No, his birth certificate says Henderson, so we just call him Hank.
Hank.
It's a little easier.
Good
Is
old
Hank?
name.
Is Hank a short?
For Henry.
It is
Yeah.
Henry Hank.
Or handkerchief.
Well, you know
Short
what?
for
My father's middle
Henry.
name is Henry,
Oh.
so that he could have been, but he was known as Bud all of his life.
Oh, he could have been
He could have been
Buddy
Hank.
Hank.
Buddy Hank.
There we go.
Hanky Bud.
Hank. I did not know Hank was short for Henry.
You know, I heard of Henry Aaron, the baseball player. They called him Hank.
Right.
Hammer and Hank.
Oh,
We just skipped the Henry part. We went
Yeah.
straight from Henderson to Hank.
yeah. See, I was always happy. When I was a kid, because my name is Forrest Melvin. My Melvin was I was named after Dad's deceased brother.
Okay.
So, who Dad felt responsible for his death. Yeah, so that type of thing. So, but anyway, my dad's middle name was Henry, and I was always so thankful that I was not named Forrest Henry Jackson.
Henry.
Yeah, that. And then in my day, there was a comic book character, Henry, that bald-headed kid.
I remember.
And man, I did not want to be associated with that guy.
No way.
Well, now there's a Hank the cow dog.
I am the
series,
cow
yeah.
dog.
We've got people gifted us lots of those books,
Oh, boy.
right? Did you ever go by Forrest?
Yeah, all through. Yeah, because that's my first name, so you were always registered.
Right.
That was the first name they always called you. The teachers,
Forrest.
all the teachers in school always called you Forrest,
Oh.
because that's what you were registered as, or I was.
Anyway.
And then I always tried to retrain everybody. Like, call me Mel. I don't want to be called Forrest. But then in later life, all the women would say, "Oh, that's such a beautiful name, Forrest."
That's what I'm hoping for Hank. Everyone will be like, "Oh, Henderson, that's a nice name."
You never know.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got some housekeeping to take care of.
You could have named him Harry
Harry.
and the
A
Hendersons.
Harrison. Yeah.
And the Hendersons. Remember that? You know that movie?
No.
He's one of those Sasquatch guys, and the Henderson family adopted him, but his name was Harry.
Oh. I don't know. I've never seen it.
You got to go find the movie. It's
We'll
good.
find it.
Anyway, we got a word of the week
All right.
coming up. We're going to use this word. We're
is
going
that
to try to use it throughout the broadcast today. And hopefully you will incorporate it into your vocabulary. Today's word of the week, drum roll please. All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The word of the week is deblatterate.
Oh.
What?
Deblaterae.
I always,
Deblaterae. Deblatterate. It sounds like something to do with going to the bathroom, but it's nothing to do with deblatterate.
debladder your bladder.
If you deblatterate, you're not going to the bathroom. You are doing what we do here a lot, babbling.
Oh, that's a good one.
If you babble a lot, you're deblatterating.
I have been using the wrong word. I always accuse my wife of blitheration.
Well, blithering is blubbering and blabbering is what that
Blithering,
is.
because when she explains something, I'm thinking that's just if you give me too much information,
Goes in one
and she
ear and
gives
out
me
the
too
other.
much information,
he said he was thinking
then
that.
she says, "Did you get that?" No.
No.
So he said he was thinking that. He didn't say he told her that she was blithering.
Well, now she'll know.
Did you hear that, Carrie?
Blitherating. Yeah.
Deblatterate. That is our word of the week. Now we got to go on to our. It's birthday time for some of you lucky suckers out there.
Okay.
Give us a key and we'll tear into something other here.
Okay, for all you oblitherators that have
Debliterators.
Do I get a ding?
You said obliterator. Debliterators.
Deblatterate.
Deblatterate.
Well,
Deblatterate.
it's in the neighborhood.
It's close enough.
Okay, we're going to sing Happy Birthday in our favorite key of C. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, you people out there.
Happy birthday to you.
And
Oh,
many
that's-
more.
Many more.
Nice.
I just love birthdays,
Nice.
especially other people's.
Oh,
Yeah.
they are the best.
Now it's time for something else.
Yeah,
Are you ready for something else?
ready.
Where's my something else?
You guys are really prepared. I
That's
know no one
something
can
else.
see them, but there's a lot of notebooks here and papers and notes.
We got all okay. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Friends, Romans, and countrymen, hark and lend us your ear. Now's the time for Toastmaster Mel to impart to all his pearls of wisdom, also known as the Melba Toast. All right, Mel, take it away.
All right, y'all out there in Radio Land. This is for in honor of the baby that's here with us today, Hank. In the garden of humanity, every baby is a fresh new flower, a little bit of heaven sent down to earth.
Oh, that's sweet.
You know what? I like last week's better.
That was for Hank.
All babies were born. They're more than just adorable little creatures on whom we blame our farts.
You said it again on the air. FCC, are you listening out there? His
Yeah.
name is Forrest Melvin Jackson, and you heard him say that a while ago.
They know me.
He lives in Fort Ogden.
Yeah.
Down there.
Behind the orange
All right.
groves.
Well, let's get to a blatherating.
Deblatterate, right?
Deblatterating.
I
Deblatterate.
can't put ing on the back of it.
You can, but you ain't gonna get a ding.
Oh,
No ding for the ing.
Okay.
If Hank wakes up, maybe he'll deblatterate with us.
Oh, all right.
There we go.
So when did Hank make his entrance into this world?
January 19th this year.
Nice.
He'll be 8 weeks old next week.
Yeah.
Or this week by
Growing
the time
like
it
a
airs.
weed.
Oh, yeah. He's a big boy.
Yeah. Got cowboy boots yet?
He does.
He does.
But he don't like to wear shoes or socks.
He hates
Oh,
shoes and socks, so. And he doesn't like anyone touching his feet either.
Really?
Yeah.
You never know.
Is his father like that?
Yes.
Oh. Runs in the
He
family.
gets it honest, doesn't
Yeah.
Dusty's actually sort of scared of feet. He doesn't want anything to do with anything.
he? He's scared of feet.
Yes. I was pregnant and my feet were swollen, and he'd send me to get a pedicure so they'd rub them for me.
What? How does he's a vet, so how does he deal with animals' feet?
They must not bother
Feet,
him.
Paws and hooves don't
Yeah,
bother him?
no, just human feet.
Yeah.
He's got a foot. Some people have a foot fetish, and some others have a
Why
foot
do you always
phobia.
accuse me of having a foot fetish?
Just because I pointed to you doesn't mean.
Right.
I'm just pointing in random, but some have foot phobias.
You
some have
mentioned
foot
one
fetishes.
word to this guy,
Yeah.
and you're hung on it.
I don't
And
know.
you're
I
home
feel
for
like
the
Mel's
rest of your
pretty
life.
defensive.
Yeah,
My-
see there? That's a sign right
Yeah, I
there.
know. Oh, but no, Hank's perfect. He's sweet.
He is. How much?
Well,
what did he weigh when he was
he's got
born?
my hairdo.
He does have your hairdo.
Yeah.
He was
Y'all could be twins.
7 pounds, 12 ounces.
Goodness.
So it was all right.
Yeah.
Was you in labor a long time?
I was about 20 hours.
Oh, that's miserable, ain't it?
I tell you, that epidural, though, is a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Where'd you have him at? Where was he born?
Sarasota Memorial.
Oh, in Sarasota, because they don't do babies here anymore.
No. And
Sadly.
there's only one hospital in Port Charlotte that still does babies, too. So
Hank didn't want to. Dusty didn't want to deliver them?
Well, he wanted to, but
Oh,
He probably could have, because he's probably delivered critters before.
Yeah.
right. But pulling a calf and pulling a baby are different. A little different.
Who knows that to get hung up?
the calf usually lands on the ground, right?
right.
Splat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, have you ever seen a giraffe give birth?
They're going to fall, what, about 5-6 feet? Splat.
They end up concussed, I think, by the end of it. Yeah, they drop.
You think they'd break their neck or something, or them long, spindly legs.
Dusty said babies are made of rubber.
Boink.
Animals
Boink, boink,
and
boink.
babies.
Bounce around.
Yeah, but anyway, where did you guys, like, what was it like? I'm not calling you old or anything, but when you were
Yeah, you
having
are.
your older children,
Yeah, you are.
Uh-huh.
did you still have them at home or in the hospital?
They were
What was that
they were conceived at home,
Oh, that's good.
Well, that's nice.
but yeah, I have a daughter that's 52, and I have a daughter that's 21, and I got some in between.
Okay.
Yeah, mine were conceived somewhere. I'm not sure, but they were born here in DeSoto County. There.
Okay.
So I was glad of that.
But in my nonage, that's old age. You know, I can't
Nonage.
believe old age. I can't believe old age. It's only just within the last few years. You know, it's kind of like hit me like, no.
Catching up with you, isn't
Yeah.
it?
You've got
Speaking of-
Carrie to keep you young.
Speaking of getting caught up with, Eddie, we are caught up and we're about out of time here. So we're going to have to back on out of here for segment 1. But if you promise not to go anywhere, we'll promise we'll be right back after these commercials.
Yeehaw! We're back again. Coon, Prairie, Ramblers.
Wait a minute now. What's wrong with you?
I'm banging the twang over here.
I think you're wearing your
Yeah.
hat a little bit too
Am I
tight
doing
or
good?
something over there. That ain't like you.
Oh, you know, I forgot I wore that hat.
Where'd you get that crazy hat at?
It looks nice.
It came from the housing authority.
Oh, did it?
The housing
Yeah.
authority? I thought you stole it off a pilot.
Captain, come on, Captain Jackson here. Captain Sparrow Jackson. You know.
I just watched that movie last night.
Oh, yeah?
The last one. Yeah. It was kind of scary.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they scared me to death, yeah. Especially when Jack Sparrow's running down the beach and all the natives are chasing him and he's trying to make it to the boat.
Oh, and they're going to eat him. They were
They eat him.
cannibals.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he had eyeballs tattooed on the top of his eyelids.
So he looked awake when he was not. Yeah, I liked that.
Anyway, we're going to talk about the rodeo.
The granddaddy of them all.
The granddaddy of
Yeehaw.
all.
Uh-huh. You know,
Did
I
you go to
haven't.
the rodeo?
Huh? Did I go? No.
You didn't make it?
I haven't been to the rodeo in a long time.
Oh, you'll have to come with us next time.
Okay.
We went Thursday and Friday.
Do you guys do vet stuff when you go, right?
We do. We don't have to get seats. We just sneak in through the back pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Do they have vets on standing by or animal doctors in case there's an injury?
They have
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
And your husband's
Yeah.
one of them that's there for that?
Yes,
So,
he did
so
half the
since
time.
he is an animal doc, he's a vet. So what happens? Like the buck and bull, he'll say, "Oh, I got a stomach ache. I need a vet."
Pretty much.
Really?
There
Not
was
the people, you did the animals.
Well, sometimes the cowboys try to get him to doctor them, but he can't do that.
Oh,
But Friday, a horse got injured on the way to the rodeo. It was like a junior barrel racer's horse. Cut its eye, like right above its eye. It was a bloody mess. And
not
he
good.
fixed it up, and she ran and got first place.
Seriously.
Yeah.
oh,
So that was
because
pretty neat.
The vet fixed her up, fixed her
Yeah.
eyeball, and she got first. Wow,
Yeah.
that's fairy tale stuff there.
Right.
Make a movie out of that one.
Well, that's what I said. You have to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah.
So,
But you've been to the rodeo before, too?
yes. Not before I met my husband, but we've been to lots.
Oh, so he introduced you to the rodeo.
Yes.
Nice.
Sometimes it's not as
Through the back door type.
right.
Yeah.
I've never had to buy a ticket to the rodeo.
Oh.
Well, that's the
is
best
nice.
kind right there. 'cause
Yeah.
So you never sat in a grandstand. You're down there on the nitty gritty.
They put like a metal folding chair behind one of the pins for me.
You got to look through the bars or whatever you want to call
right,
it.
right. No, but it was a good time. Terry did a great job Thursday, singing the anthem.
Yeah, I think Terry Stewart, he's been our guest here before. He's the city administrator, and he sings, I think he sings there just about every time they have it.
He does a great job.
National anthem. Outstanding. Mel and I went and saw him at the Opera House on Friday night. He did a concert as a fundraiser for Habitat. He did what do you call it? He's honoring the crooners like Sinatra and people like that. Dressed up in a suit with a red bow tie, and he got up there and did a real classy show.
He always looks very dapper.
He was.
Yeah. And you posted pictures of some treasure from Habitat that you saw there.
Yeah, somebody took all their shooting trophies from they get this competition where they shoot shotguns and they shoot at skeets or whatever. And somebody dumped off a couple of dozen of them there. I guess they got tired of them. That's crazy.
Have you guys ever eaten quail, by the way?
Absolutely. I'm a country boy.
Okay, Dusty went on a hunt and brought some home.
Yeah.
I don't know how to cook it yet.
I being from Ohio, the only hunting I ever did up there was pheasant and quail.
Oh.
That's the only hunting I ever.
Did you eat it?
Quail's good. Quail's dark meat.
pheasant
It's
and
good.
quail, yeah.
Oh, good. So it cooks kind of like
It battered up.
duck or something.
I didn't fix it, so I
Battered up.
don't know how to cook it, but somebody else fixed it.
Oh,
You batter it and fry it.
Yeah.
well, anything tastes good that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
See it.
Especially in the South.
Yeah.
Even pickles.
They had some really good food at the rodeo too. I got tacos from a very large taco cart. It was delicious.
Yeah.
They had to set up their cooking and all, or it was like food trucks.
They had a cart where they were cooking it right there, but they had a lot of food trucks out front too. There was some really good strawberry shortcake and ice
Was the
cream.
taqueria food truck out there?
I don't think so,
Was it orange?
but maybe.
Yeah. Or, yeah.
They've got a second one now too, but I don't know what it looks
Yeah.
like.
I shot a groundhog one time when I was hunting.
Did you?
It was real fat.
Did you eat it?
I tried to. I took it home and skinned it and threw it in a pot, boiled it, and a bunch of grease came to the top, and I got sick and I threw it out.
No.
What? So poor groundhog died in vain.
Yeah.
No.
You animal murderer, you.
Well,
I'm gonna
it
call
was
PETA
it
on
was
you.
morbidly obese, so I thought, well, he was going to die soon anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
PETA
call
was
PETA on you.
protesting the rodeo
I
this
heard
year. Did you
about
hear about
that.
that?
Were
Did
they
they,
there?
did
you
they
see 'em?
do a good job?
They were out front.
Did they, get violent and stuff?
No, the heat of the day came around and they were gone as well. About 12:30 hit. and
So they went to a restaurant, ate some animals,
probably.
Yeah.
sandwiches.
Yeah.
Being on the back end of things, those animals live a great life. Just
Yeah.
to be honest, like
Yeah.
the bucking bulls, they're all performers. They're not,
Yeah.
they're not. I don't know. They're not being. People aren't mean to them.
Hey, when they have names, that means something.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
Diablo. Oh, that's a mean bull there.
Yeah, they got to give them a cool name.
Yeah,
not
Butch,
like,
yeah.
not like Fred and Sue or Melvin or whatever. They got to give them cool names like Killer or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy Alice was the name of one of them this year.
Crazy Alice.
I heard somebody say it on Facebook. Crazy Alice.
Crazy Alex. Well, so when the bull riders, when they get scored, half of their score is actually the bull score.
Yeah.
And then when it comes time for the NFR, the top 10 bulls with the best scores from the season get to go to the NFR.
It's only right
Yeah.
that they rate the bulls too. They
Yeah,
you want the
yeah.
best of the best.
Yeah, you gotta, the bull's gotta, he's half the show there. And even after the guy gets thrown off, I mean, that's a show just watching that bull running around, leaping and
Chasing the
doing
clowns.
pirouettes and somersaults. And
It's impressive. It's
Yeah.
impressive.
And
The gentleman got thrown off Thursday and his hip got dislocated.
Ouch,
yeah.
he landed wrong then.
Yeah.
You know what? I think every time they get thrown off, something's got to give.
Oh.
Something's got to break.
Well, there's not very many old bull riders.
Yeah.
I'll
You'll catch
say
up with
that.
them in the end, and they'll have
Yeah.
arthritis and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I knew an ex-bull rider, and I said, so what happens when you're a bull rider? He said, well, look at my wrists. I can't bend my wrist.
Oh,
My wrists are permanently in one spot.
oh, that'd be hard. I don't know.
It can't be
Yeah.
worth
I
it.
said, well, don't quit catching yourself.
Well, then they've got the rodeo clown. He was a big deal, too. He won, like, best skit of the year the last
Yeah.
4 or 5
They
years.
call them bullfighters.
If I was, oh, yeah. Did they have any of those guys that leaped over the bulls? Or is that a different thing?
I don't know.
I never heard of bull leaping. I heard a leap frog. Never heard of leap bull.
We have to jump higher.
Apparently, and avoid the horns.
Frogs are easier.
If you're going to jump over, you better avoid them horns.
Yeah.
You have worse than messed up wrists.
But it was a good time. Rodeo's
Yeah.
always a good time.
And the barrel riding.
Were they sold
That's
out?
nice.
I wonder.
Saturday, I heard they only had 500 tickets left, and that was before the actual show. I'm sure they sold out.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's nice there.
I've
a
never
big
been
arena.
there yet. I haven't been there yet.
Oh, Mel, we got to get you there. We'll get you in the fall.
Okay. I want to go down and see the nitty gritty with.
you should dress up like a clown, get out there and chase, run around with the bulls, running with the bulls.
Do you have a cowboy hat?
Yeah, I do, but I don't want to get dirty.
Oh, well, you won't get it dirty at the
That's why you go to
rodeo.
Goodwill and buy a used one.
A bull come out there, he'll kick dirt on my hat, man.
That'd be the least of your worry. If you're in the ring with the bull, that's the least of your
Yeah.
worries.
Yeah.
My favorite's the mutton busting when they put those little
Yeah.
kids on the sheep.
And let
That's
them
cute.
run real fast with their
Yeah.
helmets on,
The
Yeah.
kid's on the sheep. He says, "Why am I doing this?"
They're holding on for dear life.
hanging on for dear life. What they doing?
Yeah.
Woolly bully, woolly bully.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, you could be a rodeo clown. I think.
Well, you
have a
know,
good
when I
time.
was in my first wife was a she rode Western pleasure, so we did a lot of Western pleasure stuff. That wasn't rodeo, but so I mean, I was at a lot of shows.
It's a lot of work
Yeah,
taking care of a horse.
yeah. You got to shower them, you got to get them clean and everything,
Gotta
and
brush them and feed them and
yeah,
clean their teeth.
somebody's
and-
got to clean their feet.
That's right. Got to take care of their hooves.
The
Yeah,
veterinary expenses are a lot sometimes. Yeah, they're not a
Yeah.
cheap pet.
yeah. I worked at Thistle Downs, the Thurwood track when I was like 20, and in that situation, their animals, they're just it's just money. I mean, just a
All about the money.
yeah.
Dusty's not allowed to, well, fun fact, he's not allowed to wager on any horse races.
Yeah, because he could get them all hyped
What about
up.
you? He can tell
I
you-
can,
He can
I
tell you which
can.
one to bet on. I'm going to fix this one. Don't bet on him.
Right,
I'm
right.
kidding. That doesn't go on.
That's what set me against ever gambling. I don't. My policies. I don't gamble. I don't even buy lottery tickets.
Oh.
Because when I was at the Thistle Downs, I went there and I saw a guy. We were standing at the fence, and he was rooting on his horse, and I didn't have any tickets, but he had a whole fistful of tickets, and his horse didn't show.
Oh,
And
no.
all of a sudden, he started letting these tickets float from his hand down to the ground, and it was in slow motion, to my eyes. And he's saying, "Oh, my money, oh, my money," and I'm thinking, and it horrified me. I'm thinking,
He knew better.
I ain't never going to do that.
No one ever, I mean, no one wins.
Yeah,
I mean, in the long run. I don't
No.
know.
in the long run. Yeah,
In the long run, though. Yeah, best way to
And that-
save your money is fold it in half and stick it back in your. That's the best
There you
way to
go.
double your money.
Yeah.
Fold it in half, stick it back in your pocket.
that's right.
That's how you double
Yeah.
your money. But anyway, speaking of gambling, we've gambled on having enough time to fill out this segment, and I think we just won. And so we got to take us a bathroom break. Sit still, and we'll be back in a flash.
I'll read comments.
Hello, baby.
Don't look at me when you
You
say
know
that.
what I like. Yeah. Hey, this is Coon Prairie Rambler here, and we got Melman, Emma
Still.
Jackson's little baby boy.
Still.
And we got Luke over there,
Yep.
somebody's baby boy.
Yep.
And we got Abigail
And my baby boy.
and her baby boy Hank.
Yes.
The jewel. Oh, he is a jewel too.
Abby and Hank.
Yeah.
Abby
Abby and
Hank.
Hank.
I love it.
Straight
Yeah.
from Nocatee,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were going to talk about tobacco.
We
We're
did.
We're going to deblatterate about it.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
That was good. We were talking about flavored cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no
And how,
first-hand knowledge of that, but somebody in this room does, and it ain't me and it ain't Hank. I know that.
And she's almost got a habit now, right?
Oh, no, but I could see how you would make a habit of it. No, my gentleman I used to work for brought us back flavored cigarettes from South Africa. They tasted like grape candy. And I've not had a cigarette since, but they did taste delicious.
But you want one now.
No, but I could see how you would want one.
Yeah.
They probably hook a lot of kids down there,
Right.
over in Africa.
Well, and I think that's the problem here. They won't let you do that anymore.
They better not make a bacon flavored one, or I might have to start smoking. I don't want to do that. Smoked bacon?
Yeah.
Now, that's good stuff.
Smoked
I don't
bacon
know about it
is
in a
good.
cigarette or not. I don't think I'd like that. But I'm talking about my vice. There would be bacon. For Mel, it would be what, pizza or something. What would they have to flavor? Coffee. Coffee for me also.
Coffee.
What would it take? Would it have to taste for you to?
You mean for a cigarette?
What would it have to taste like for you to start smoking? Something favorite food.
Tacos.
No, watermelon.
No, I know liver.
No,
Mel loves liver, so he
I
smoked
haven't had
flavored
liver
cigarette.
in a Coon's age.
They have it at the
Ramblers.
Reef and Beef. We got good liver at the Reef and
Coon
Beef.
liver.
Oh, I'm outnumbered today. Y'all are liver lovers.
Liver.
Oh, check please.
Raccoon. Yeah.
I'm out of here.
No.
They
That's
ought, to, they
nasty.
ought to get some raccoon in. Yeah.
No.
I would eat raccoon before I'd eat liver.
Yeah.
Oh.
Promise you.
Well, did you ever smoke back in the day?
I smoked maybe 2 cigarettes. I was in an NCO club in Thailand during the Vietnam War, and I had a little bit too much to drink, and I looked over at my buddy next to me and said, "Here, let me have one of them cigarettes."
Famous last words. Yeah.
But like make me sick.
Did you choke and cough and?
Yeah,
Did you
I did do
inhale?
it right. They looked at me like rookie.
No. Did you get cigarettes as rations when you were in the Army? You were in the Army, right?
I was in the Air Force.
In the Air
but
Force.
No, we didn't. You know, my stint in the Air Force over in Vietnam era, it was different from other people. It seemed like, but,
Yeah, you're over at the country club.
yeah.
That's what the Air
I mean,
Force is.
I was a bomb loader on B-52 and fixed the guns on the AC-130 gunships. And, we just worked 12-hour shifts on the flight line. And we went to the NCO club or went to the beach or,
Wow.
that was war.
It's like vacation.
War is hell, man.
Yeah, right.
Jeez.
Somewhere is heck for you.
Well, you were lucky then. That's good.
Yeah.
No, but
good.
smoking never did appeal to me. My mother smoked all her life since she was about 12 or whatever, and then it took her health away. I watched her wither, and she ended up getting emphysema. She died. She was only like 48, and I was like 25
I
or whatever.
think-
And it was a long, slow, horrible death.
I think that's why I never smoked, was because I saw what it did to people around me. Oh, me and my siblings and my mother, we never smoked, but
Everyone else
everybody around us that we knew smoked,
Right.
Well, back then it was
and everybody hacked.
but they
Yeah.
did it. You had the commercials were still legal to have
Yeah.
cigarette commercials on TV.
Yeah,
Plus, all the movie stars smoked. 'cause they
Lucy
thought it
and
looked
Desi,
cool.
they smoked. The
Fred and
commercials.
Barney,
Yeah.
Granny and Jed, they all smoked on their commercials for their
Yeah.
TV
Well,
shows.
and they tried to tell you it wasn't bad for you.
Yeah, you'd see commercials like 8 out of 10 doctors prefer Camel cigarettes
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah,
And they made it glamorous.
yeah.
Right. Well, and then, then it lowered your baby's birth weight. And
That's
that
right.
sort of started everyone being like, oh, well, maybe it's not good for you. And
But what
Mate.
gets me is nowadays, you still see people smoke, and it blows my mind. Like, wait a minute, don't you? People lose their lungs over this stuff.
Apparently, nicotine is addictive.
Yeah.
And I've never had
It's
it and don't want it.
it just blows me away to see people smoke.
I'm addicted to food, but nothing like that.
I was so happy that they banned it from restaurants.
do you remember that? You used to have to say if you wanted to be non-smoking or smoking section.
And there wasn't really a non-smoking
Yeah.
section.
No, because it
Yeah.
was just the other side of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Kentucky was one of the last states to get rid of indoor smoking. I mean, I remember I was probably 7 or 8, and we still would have to say non-smoking.
Because tobacco's probably king in Kentucky, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and other
Oh, yeah.
places where they grow it, but
Yeah.
they used to smoke on airplanes.
Right?
Oh,
In the hospital.
And they still, well, I don't think
I don't think they
still,
allow them on
don't know.
airplanes anymore.
But
No.
for a long time, they would have the no smoking sign, that in the airplane.
In the air, that
They
makes you
still
worried.
tell them that you still hear the stewardess come on before you fly. You do not smoke, even in the bathroom. Do not try to disarm the smoke detector in
Yeah.
there. That is a felony or whatever.
They don't want you to vape either.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But that makes me worried sometimes when I get on an airplane and they still have the cigarette
Yeah.
light, because it makes you wonder how old the plane is.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. That's a valid question right there.
Right.
But
Yeah.
look at the price of cigarettes that have gone up now. I don't know what they cost now,
I
but
ain't got- yeah, I
my
don't
mom
know.
paid like maybe 30 cents a pack now. But
Yeah.
Oh, no. I
So-
think if you went, my mom still smokes, and if you want a pack of Marlboros, it's almost $8, I think, a pack.
Yeah.
how bad do you want that?
Yeah. Then you add that. Then you do the math on it, and figure out how much it costs you a year.
Oh, it's
You
you,
can buy a
could buy a
house.
mortgage. Yeah, you could pay another mortgage almost.
That's right.
That's crazy.
It's addictive though. 'Cause my mother, I remember every week she'd make out her shopping list to go shopping for the food, and the first thing on the list would be cigarettes, cigarettes, and then milk, and then bread, and then the rest of the stuff followed that. But cigarettes was always top of the list.
My great aunt Aggie, I used to roll her bugler cigarettes for her on the rolling machine.
Machine, oh.
And she would, whatever you do, don't stop smoking. Like that. I'm thinking, I swear I ain't going to smoke.
She made a believer out of you, didn't she?
Right.
But you hear people, they get the coughing and they can't even catch their breath. They're like they're going to hack up a lung or something or other.
Right.
And you see if they smoke long enough, they start getting fingers start turning yellow where they've held the cigarette where it burned down so far.
And your teeth turn yellow and
You go in their house and the curtains that smell like it, the light fixtures, the covers are starting to turn yellow.
you take a picture off the wall in someone's house that they smoke in, and
there's a spot on the wall where it used to be, the picture was.
You know, I'm a member of the AMVETS, but I never go to the AMVETS because if you stick your shoulder in the door and you pull it out, it's going to smell like cigarette.
and then it
Nasty.
sticks to everything.
Yeah.
But you can't smell it if you if you do smoke. I feel like they're nose blind
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah. Well, your nose is filled with it. And
Some people still smoke while they're driving down the road.
I think they made it illegal for you to smoke in the car with children
Yeah.
in
Did they?
Florida.
I hope so.
I think they did, which was good.
Yeah.
There's some countries that it's banned completely. I wouldn't mind that if it was here. I mean, there's a lot of people that smoke that I know, and I love them dearly, but I wish they'd quit for their own good.
Yeah.
Right. Or at least if they made you roll your own, there's a lot less like of the additive junk.
They should make you grow your own too, harvest it and dry it, and that way you see how bad you want it.
Right. That's hard work, hanging tobacco in a barn, and
You know,
It's
and
nasty.
I always, if somebody's standing on the street corner and they're smoking, I walk by, it almost makes me ill. Because I think as I've gotten older, a lot of smells trigger me now for some reason. I don't know why.
well, a lot of stuff is poison. A lot of perfume,
Yeah.
a lot of laundry. I make my own laundry detergent, make my own house cleaning stuff.
Wow. You ever hear ex-smokers say, I can't believe I smoked so long because it smells so nasty now. And yeah, that's what they smelled like for
Yeah.
decades or whatever, but all of a sudden it gags them.
I don't know.
So back to the candy, the grape tasting cigarettes.
Yes.
So they have other flavors over there in through South
I
Africa?
assume so.
They're like smoking Kool-Aid.
No, that's really what it tasted like, but then you felt horrible about 10 minutes later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm glad they're not available here. And Hank, you're never going to try a flavored cigarette either.
Or
He's
any
not listening
cigarette,
to you.
hopefully.
He's still asleep.
I know he is. He's,
Is he always asleep?
oh, he's a good sleeper.
I don't think I've ever seen the guy's eyes.
Oh,
They were open just before you got here.
I'm assuming they're blue.
they are blue. They are blue.
They are. They're very
He's
blue.
pretty sweet. He's a good sleeper.
Pretty blue eyes.
He's never going to do anything wrong.
Of course. He's a little angel.
For now.
He's going to be a Sunday school teacher
There we go.
early on.
A
Just like
missionary or
his
something. You never
mama.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not going to smoke.
No. I hope you don't go too far if you are a missionary. That would be hard. I don't understand how people send their children off.
And I think
I
they
don't
kind of volunteer. I don't think they can get rid of them. I'm saying, you keep do that again, I'm sending you to Africa. You go into the jungles, you're going to fight the cannibals, and they're going to eat you.
My granny used to say that, though. She used to tell me she's going to ship me somewhere.
If only you could do that.
Oh, I
Oh,
know.
you're the bad girl.
Yeah,
Get away with
she
it.
said, I'm going to get rid of you for a few years. You'll come back better.
Well, you must have been deblatterating too much.
Oh. Ding,
Ain't
ding,
no
ding.
telling. Well, we got
No.
about another minute before we got to get you out of here. But our advice is don't smoke. Don't even think about it.
Yeah, just say no. Only
Yeah.
you can prevent
And if-
forest fires.
And if you are a smoker, kick butt. Kick them cigarette butts right out of your system and out of your life or whatever, because you're spending way too much money. You're endangering your own health and the loved ones around you.
Hey, that grape cigarette that you had, if you put your tongue on what it did, just without smoking it, did it taste like grape?
Yes.
Oh.
No. The whole thing tasted like grape.
It
You might as well
like,
just chew it then instead
but
of
you
lighting
want to
it.
eat it?
I mean, that's what it tasted. It was almost like candy.
Yeah.
Like if
You
you.
could chew it instead of smoking. That way you wouldn't
that-
get the smoke in your lungs. You could chew it like chewing
Yeah.
tobacco.
Yeah.
Man, that's almost evil, man.
Right.
I don't know.
But none of it's good for you. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a kid.
Especially if you're a kid. Anyway, we got to get on out of here because it's almost time for the F-bomb. So y'all buckle up, hang on, shop local, be vocal, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, we're back, guys. Out there with like the Coon Prairie Ramblers here.
We are.
Yeah, like that's Luke over there, and like me, the Apple guy over here, and we got Hank, and the Jewel of Southern Nocatee.
Miss Abigail.
Abigail.
You prefer Abigail or Abby?
Abby's fine.
Abby.
You can buy say
Either-
Abigail.
Either way's pretty. I like both names.
Thanks. I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Abigail. Well, we do have an F-bomb for you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Bring
If you're
it.
ready, we're going to
Bring
open
it.
the hatch, and here she comes. Oh, goodness. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Hope it
Yeah.
wasn't too painful.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hank's
this put me in a deblatherate mood. Did I get a point?
Say it again.
Deblatherate?
Wrong.
Did I write it down?
There's
wrong?
no H in it.
What?
I can't win.
You're
I
trying
can't
to write
win.
blither again.
Obliterate. Shoot.
Ablaterate.
Obliterate.
Ablaterate. That's our word of the week. It means to babble, which we're doing. We're babbling right on.
Oh, I wrote down deblatherate.
Deblaterate. That's what it is. Deblaterate.
Oh,
but no H.
to get rid of the bladders.
The phonetics were off. You didn't get
Oh,
the.
well.
You didn't
I
get
hate
a
when the
ding.
phonetics are off.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I hate it.
Well,
But
what's the F-bomb,
the
by the way?
F-bomb is if you were going to go, say you were single for whatever reason, and you were going to go on one of these dating services online or whatever, like, what's the name of some of
The
them?
Tinder.
Tinder.
You know about them?
Oh, I know
Wait a
lots
minute
about
now.
the dating apps.
Uh,
I was recently a single woman.
oh, okay.
Ooh, wow.
Okay.
But anyway, if you were
Yeah.
on one, what would you say about yourself that was true or wasn't true? Would you
Abigail,
fudge a little bit?
I can't wait to hear what you said.
Well, you don't have a lot of room, so it has to be short and sweet. Whatever you guys come up with.
Is that where you met Dusty?
Yeah.
No,
Online?
I met him the old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Out in the pasture.
That sounds like
Exactly.
more fun. Wait a minute now.
All right.
Yeehaw.
So your marriage is pasteurized.
Yeah, there you go.
I know that was a corny joke.
Bac-
That's almost like-
bacteria free.
I know the story about you guys.
Here's a story.
Yeah.
He showed
About
up.
Dusty and Abby.
He came to some horse had a snotty nose.
And my sister's horse had a snotty nose.
Yeah.
He showed up.
He showed up with a handkerchief and blew its nose.
And now they got a kid named Hank. It's
Yeah.
funny how things work out like
I
that.
know.
Hank is short for handkerchief.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Wow.
Well, I can go first to give you
Okay.
guys an
What would
idea.
you do? What would you say? Or you did. You did. What did you say about yourself?
Yes, you normally, it's kind of weird. You normally put how tall you are. And it's different for ladies versus the guys, too. I mean,
Okay.
the men aren't really reading very much. They want to look at your pictures.
That's right. They,
oh.
they,
So
they
the
read the picture.
more important thing is what you're doing in your photos. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Wait a minute now. People do stuff in their photos?
Right, like
Yeah.
your hobbies. Like if you had a horse, you probably post if you were
Picture
a
of
horse
you
girl,
on a horse.
you riding a horse. But yeah, in the autobiography, you normally just put like your name and how old you are.
But you don't say where you live so they don't come knocking on your door.
No, you don't want to.
I
You
live
can
in
say broadly where you
Southwest
live.
Florida.
Right, exactly. You can say like broadly where you live, and just your hobbies and your interests. But mine would, I don't know. If I was now, I'd probably just talk a lot about Hank.
Do you have to
Yeah.
give your age?
Yes.
Wait a minute, but then you're a single with a baby. If you
Right. If Lord forbid if something happened and I was
Yeah.
using a dating app, I'd have
You
to
would
talk
say
about
that
Hank.
because
Yeah.
you want somebody who's not going to be surprised and say, "Oh, you didn't say you had a kid."
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you
thought
would be
somebody's
upfront about
receptive
that.
to
I thought on these dating apps you just lied about everything.
Well,
You know, because you're trying to lure somebody in, right?
Yeah, but that's false pretenses.
the ladies don't have to worry about luring someone in either.
Oh.
You're right about that.
Oh.
There's always a lot more men on dating apps than
Really?
Men
ladies.
are going to get
Oh,
just
yeah.
deblatterate all over the place and say all kind of stuff about themselves.
Yeah.
So what would you say? You're a
What would I say?
I'm 6'5".
I lie.
I
Slim,
I'm thinking,
slim
well,
and trim.
okay.
Got a head full of
I'm
beautiful
bald.
hair. I'm dashing and
Yeah.
daring and
I'm bald.
Loving and
I
caring.
don't have all my teeth, which really I don't.
Like-
I'm missing
Well,
a few
whose teeth do you have? I like to take long walks on
Yeah.
the beaches.
Yeah. Yeah, and
No, I don't.
never come back.
I do not like. to
Oh,
take long-
then they'll think, oh, he's depressed.
Oh, you could use a picture from way back when.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I got some.
And then what would you tell the person when you met them and you don't look like them?
I'd say I had a hard day's night.
This happened
Yeah.
overnight.
I had a hard day's
You get your
night.
face slapped too, and you wouldn't have no date.
Nope.
Yeah.
Do you have to disclose your
Yeah.
financial worth?
You know.
Sometimes they
I've
do.
never done it, but I always thought it would be fun to do that, and then to see what you ended up with.
No.
Yeah.
But see, they might be lying too.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
my fear. That's my great fear.
There's a whole
yeah.
show about that. It's called Catfish.
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 Catfish. That's what it's called. When you lie on your dating profile
Yeah.
and you talk to people online, you're catfishing them. And
Okay,
so,
do
like,
They
if-
do ratfish.
Do
You
they
think-
end up meeting each other?
in the show, they do. It's on MTV.
And
It's actually
then they're
really
mad
funny.
and really ticked off, right?
Well, sometimes they're mad, or sometimes it's someone they know that's like purposefully doing it to them.
Yeah.
But you think you're talking to like a pretty lady, and you find out you're talking to like a 40-year-old man
Yeah.
pretending to be a lady, and you're a man.
Oh.
You know, you find out you're a man that's
That's
talking
how
to a
the
man.
fight started.
Oh.
No, there you
Or
go.
some-
Yeah, I
Sometimes
would
they'll
swear
s-
off those dating sites then.
Yeah, Mel, you might set up a hot date, and some fella, hairy-legged fella, would be there waiting to
Oh,
meet
that's
you.
that's turned. Oh,
It's
that's
just
making me feel
terrible.
bad.
You got to be careful. That's why it's
Man.
good just to meet people the good old-fashioned way.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there any? Today they probably have videos.
Well,
Here I
I-
am. My name is such and such. And
So would the best policy be to just be honest?
Absolutely.
if you're
Really?
sincere, if you're looking for somebody, yes.
Golly.
Because already you're starting off with a lie. If you say,
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mel. I'm 6'9"
Okay.
and 40 years old.
that's right, and I'm a millionaire. I have a
So what
yacht.
happens when you actually meet the person and then right off the bat you say, How do you end it? What do you do?
Well, normally on your first date, you would go for coffee or something. So
Yeah.
that it
In
would
an
be a
open area where
short.
there's a lot of people, where it's safe.
So
Right.
actually, the person it would almost have to be a local person to have a date.
No, you go to
like,
Port Charlotte,
if,
Sarasota,
if she
Fort
was out in
Myers.
California, you'd say, "Where we're going to meet at?"
Right, exactly. Oh, there's Hank.
We're going to meet at
Saying
Montana.
hello.
I'm going to meet in the Missouri
Yeah.
halfway point.
Let's go to Starbucks and do a Skype thing.
What will you be
And-
wearing
and then,
when you
uh,
come in?
Right. Well, that's
A
kind of how it
tutu.
goes sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't look at all like their photos.
Did you meet somebody? I mean, did you?
I went out on some dates.
You did?
Online dates.
Were they locals?
They were locals.
Wow.
Not to Arcadia, but to Port Charlotte. They were nice. I made one I stayed friends with. We didn't date, but we had a good time. And
Ever get past the first date, or you just met them and you didn't like go out with them?
yeah, I got past the first date a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was honestly, people my age is kind of the only way to meet people. Everyone's stuck in their phone all the time anyway.
Well, they didn't have that back when Mel and I were growing up. You had to bump into them, meet them, or somebody set you up with a blind date.
Well, and that probably turned out better than it would have otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you guys meet your spouses
I went to school with mine.
at school?
Yep.
Where'd you meet Carrie, Mel?
in the nursery?
Oh, at
No,
church.
no.
She's that much younger than him.
Oh, well,
He
yeah.
was changing her diaper
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah,
So I like this little
she was
redhead. I'm gonna keep her.
babysitting me. She was babysitting me in the nursery.
Oh, there
Oh,
you go.
I know you lying. You're deblatterating all over the place.
No, I walked into. I was new to town. I walked into local church, and all of a sudden, I heard from several pews over. These were wooden pews. I heard this voice that said, "A man!" And all of a sudden, this woman come leaping over these pews toward me. It scared me to death.
You lying.
And she ran up and came up in my face. She says, "Hi, my name's Carrie."
Oh, jeez.
You got to remember, we're going to
I
have lunch
love
with
you.
her today. We're going to tell her all that too.
Good thing this isn't a live show.
You're lying about church.
Yeah.
You in trouble.
Because she had the twins.
You better tell her.
Yep.
Better tell her ahead of time.
Yeah.
That's
No, I don't think it was like that.
No, not like it. Well, similar.
We'll find out at lunch today.
Yeah, I'll find out the real story.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Luke, what would you put
What would I
on your
put?
dating profile?
I don't like take. I would put what I don't like. I don't like to take long walks on the beaches.
Okay.
I like to go camping. Must like camping. Must love dogs.
There you go.
Great.
See that? That's
Must not cook liver.
must not trust the government.
That's right. That's right. Must worship and adore meat. No, no.
Yeah.
Must be good housekeeper.
Oh, there you go.
I would say must be lousy cook.
Really?
Yeah, because look at me now.
Yeah.
I married a good cook from Georgia. I got married about 70 pounds ago.
Yeah.
I'd find the worst cook I could find
Keep
and
it
marry
trim.
that one.
Keep you thin and trim.
That's right.
Oh, that's funny.
I think she fattened me up so all the other women quit looking at
Huh.
me.
Yeah,
If you believe that, I'll tell you another one.
And see, I'd be just the opposite of that.
Yeah, but then you weigh 900 pounds.
Because I don't want to camp. I don't ever want to camp.
What?
And I got to go camping this week,
do you?
I'll teach you.
Thursday.
For
How long
like
you gonna be
like
gone?
camping in a tent or in an
In a
RV?
tent.
Oh,
Up in Hardy County there.
oh
I'm not
man.
looking for it.
I love it. I'm going next month
Oh, great.
You've got that cool truck.
with the
Truck,
camper on it.
yeah, that's
you plug
nice.
it in. It's got AC and everything.
Yeah,
See,
that's
if
glamorous.
I know. I'm
camping.
wimping out. I got tired of
See, I
setting
would,
up a
I
tent.
would, I would put a Howard Johnson on the back of my truck
Hojo.
with a swimming pool, a drag behind swimming pool.
Drag by a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, right. I like to see that going down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big camper. I don't know. I like to do it in the air conditioning.
Yeah.
But Dusty was an Eagle Scout. He likes to hike and canoe
Really?
and
Yeah.
Very
do all
cool.
that stuff. Yeah. I sent him to do
Outdoorsy.
that with his brother.
I like to hike, but I need to go back to a nice hotel room, afterwards.
Right, with a hot shower
Yeah.
and room service.
Yeah. Get up in the morning and have continental breakfast.
No, I want to sit around the fire at night, play my guitar and sing
Yeah.
and stuff. Tell stories and tell jokes.
Cow, bye.
We took Hank to he got to go to his first little bonfire. We went to an after rodeo party
Yeah.
on Saturday down the street. And it was fun, and we smelled like campfire afterwards.
That's a
and we
good
had
smell,
to,
ain't it?
Yeah, well, then we had to get in the bath before church. So
We
didn't
finally
smell.
put a fire pit in our yard. That way we can have a fire out there if I want.
Really? That's nice.
Yeah, we like
Especially when
that.
you guys have the
I haven't used
grandkids
it much,
over.
but we need to get back into it. But I love it. But anyway, meanwhile, back at the dating service.
I say, do you like to I say I like to go canoeing. I don't go canoeing, but I know I would. I just never get.
You would say that to lure them in.
No.
I went on some bad
I
online
wanna-
dates.
Oh, huh?
Yeah.
You did what?
Went on some bad dates with people I'd met online.
Really?
Oh, Hank's crying about it.
You've got the experience.
Yeah, I mean, when I moved to Florida, I was 22
Yeah.
and single, and the average age where we lived was 63 or 64 in Port Charlotte. It was
Yeah.
hard to find, young people who had something going for them.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, our time is up for the day. Can you
Oh,
believe
I
it
wanted to
already?
find out what happened after the date.
Thanks for lending
we'll
us
tell
your
you.
ear, and we hope that we didn't bend it too hard. Oh, yeah, and you might want to get that wax out of it before next week. We'll be right back next week, so be sure to listen. Thank you for coming, Abigail.
Thank you,
And
thank
Hank.
you.
And we got to ask that question of our long-lost buddy, Mr. Casey Carlton. That question being, what's the frequency, Kenneth?
1480 AM on your radio dial. News Radio WFLN, Arcadia's news and information station.